guys? It's your boy Nick from Combat Insiders. Bringing on another guy who was very popular this weekend at MMA Pro League, Joseph Penafiel. Joe, how are you, sir? Look like you're enjoying your victory.
Yes, we're doing the victory tour right now. Right now, I'm in the party mobile, the party tank. I got a late night date with my wife, and we're about to go have some snacks, some appetizers down the street, maybe a margarita. But yeah, I'm doing well. I'm healing up, and the party continues.
So I know they call you the party. Is it for the post fight? Is it just how you fight? Because your fights are exciting. You're in there to bang. You're not running around. How did that name come about, bro?
I kind of the party is more like, to me, is an ideal. It's an idea. It's like I don't know. It's like, it means like I want everyone to be included. Like I want everyone to come watch me fight. I want it to be fun. I don't want you to be like, hey, let's get this pay-per-view because Joe, the party Penafiel, is at, like, you know, he's the third fight in the card and he's nuts. Everyone's going to want to watch his entrances and like his moves and and you know he's going to fight to the death. Like I'm the type of guy, like, I get a lot of slack, I think, sometimes from my opponents from what they think about me. They think it's going to be an easy fight, or they think it's a joke. But you're going to get a really intense party once you get in there. You're going to get all types of techniques, taekwondo, party techniques, wrestling, anything.
Well, I'll tell you, man, and like I told you before, for the people that follow MMA Pro League, we were getting message after message after message of when we were going to have you on, because we were bringing all the winners on again. And I'm telling, like, look, he's scheduled. I don't know what you want me to do. It's coming. So just know that your performance on that particular evening, the people that were there to see it, they appreciated it because they were waiting for your ass to be on the other side of this Skype call, and now you're here. So now you advanced to 3-0 as a pro. Yeah. But more importantly, man, what was it like to inaugural event? First scored fight of the evening for points, and you locked in 3 points for your team. What was more exciting, the win or the fact that you got the ball rolling for your team? It's kind of tough.
Yeah, you know what? It really was. The whole weekend I was treated like a king. New Jersey was my state, like I said at the weigh-ins. Like the people, everybody, like everyone. I represent the working class person. My dad's a construction worker. My mom used to work in hotels. I grew up in a Cantonese Chinese restaurant in Miami. That's where we all worked. My mom was a dishwasher. My dad worked delivery. My uncles worked the phone. So right. I'm a hard worker. It never translated for me in school. And New Jersey, and so I ended up doing it in fighting. That's how I found out. I'm like, shit, I can do this harder than anybody. I can run for days, hit the bag, stay longer, work harder. That's what I get from wrestling a lot. And New Jersey represents that to me. Florida's like that too. We have a lot of hardworking people that might not ever get to reach like their dreams. And I think like sometimes the party, like I'm saying, that I'm bringing is for them.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's because you're a good dude. That's why. So your opponent, I knew your opponent from beforehand because he's a New Jersey guy, and there's a little bit of tension there. I mean, I know some of it's for the fight, but bro, where did the tension come from? Every time you guys faced off, you knew it was going to be fireworks. You just knew from everything you guys did together. What
it came from me. It came from me.
It came from you,
the one and only. Because listen, man, every time I go, I don't know, maybe a different opponent will be different. Maybe like, I don't know. But when I get into that zone, I'm insane. And like, I like to talk shit to you and be like, you know what I mean? Like, this is me. This is my shit. Get the fuck out of here. You're trying to win. Get out of here. Like, get out of, like, I don't like, it's the only thing I'm good at. So it's like, you're really like, it's like, it'll be breaking my heart. And I'm not going to let anyone do that. You know what I mean? I'm the party, and this party needs to keep going. So even if I tumble, I'll get back up. But it's going to have to take someone with a lot of balls, a lot of technique, a lot of skills, a lot more heart than me. And there's one thing that one of my coaches always tells me. I don't like the name drop, so I'm not going to do it. But he's a very important person. He tells me I got a lot of heart, and you can't teach that.
No, that's not something generally you can learn. So one of the things I saw is you guys fought at a catchweight, but I know Your training camps are insane. So how did you end up at a catchweight?
Well, listen, I want to be the best flyweight. I think I am the best flyweight around. So, but I can also take fights at 130, and I feel comfortable against most 135 pounders for the most part. But I'm a smart guy. I'm not stupid. I'd rather have all the chips in my flavor. So if I see a guy, and a fight's a fight. Some guys will talk shit and be like, oh, this guy, you're picking fights. No, fuck you. Listen, I'm doing my shit my way. And if I see a guy that's 6 foot something, and Turpot was a tall guy, I had to really be careful. I don't know if people saw that fight, but I was barely, when I was in the zone, so, I barely remember the beginning of the fight, and when I look back at the video, I was barely slipping and blocking and getting out the way, because he was throwing everything, bombs, from spinning techniques. It was a dangerous fight. But, I think a lot of guys are going to be in trouble, because I'm a different type of guy. They think my style is ugly, but my style is ugly because it is, it's ugly because I don't come from a traditional background. I go from whatever works, like Jeet Kune Do, whatever works. And this fight, I had to be smart. I had to wait. This guy was a counter puncher, and I knew if I tried to throw too much, I started noticing every time I punched, he would get in a good combo. So I was like, you know what? Let's frustrate this guy. Let's move around. Let's give him a lot of movement. Give him different movements. And he started giving me openings on the takedowns, and he just fell victim to not being able to get up from bottom.
Yeah. Now, just out of curiosity, were you on par to? You were good to make 125. You were ready to go at flyweight. Okay. That's kind of.
Flyweight's my home. Everyone thinks I'm huge for flyweight too. But I know how. Yeah, and the thing is, I just know how to make it because I'm a smart guy, and my diet's good. When it comes down to this stuff, I live for this stuff. I stop at 7-Elevens and pick me up cold pressed juices all throughout the day during training camp because that's the cheap crap I can get on my with my money. So it's I get it done. So guys need to be ready for me at flyweight or at 130. And if there's an opportunity at 135, I'll fight you. But if you're a guy who weighs 170, I'm I gotta think about it. You know what I mean? I'm this is gonna be some brain damage.
Your fight was kind of crazy. You're saying you didn't remember the beginning, but let me tell you what happened. From the start of the bell, there was no delay with either one of you. You guys were there, throwing bombs. You kind of, and not taking anything away from your opponent. Turpo's a tough dude, but it kind of was a one-sided fight. You won the unanimous decision. It was kind of lopsided, but I know he has a really good ground game. Were you hesitant at all because you were shooting in on takedowns? You were just I'm good right here, and he's good from the bottom, but it didn't seem that you were worried at all about any of that.
I don't like to top my own horn, dude, but I really think I'm Mr. Pay-Per-View, Mr. Saturday Night, and
you're not shooting your own horn. I asked the question. You didn't do it. I did that.
No, I'm on the ground. I really do well with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I train with people. There's black belts all over the place I train with. And these guys aren't regular black belts. These guys are direct lineage from Ricardo Laborio, and high level black belts that they're dangerous and they're heavier guys. Some of these guys I play with, and then some other guys. So I've seen all types. I've trained with the best. I've trained with so many good guys. I've just been lucky in my lifetime, and I've been touched. And this is just the party is it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. But on the ground, he wasn't, that's where I thought his weakness was. I saw his fights. I was okay, he only has a shot striking. And I was I'm going to just shut down his striking. And that was my strategy. Shut down his striking however I could. I really didn't have a game plan on how I would. I thought I might be able to kick him to the liver a couple times from southpaw, but he was so rangy. And like I said, he was a very good counter puncher. So he was very dangerous in the first 30 or a minute and a half of the first round, I felt. And he put a lot of pressure on me. So I had to keep my P's and Q's up. I had to move my awkward head and the awkward movements that it does, a little weird weasel moves that I'm always moving around.
That's okay, though. It works.
Yeah, it works.
Part of you.
Yeah.
So now this is your third fight in 6 months as a pro. You got all 3 fights in 6 months. Is the plan to go right back into camp sooner than later and get back to work? I mean, I know MMA Pro League's got a couple. They got 5 more shows at the Hard Rock. What I'm hearing through the grapevine is they have another show coming up sooner than later that Team Pennsylvania could be involved in. I mean, for the people, especially the people that message me, are we going to see you at MMA Pro League again? Is that the plan? Your team, that's your team, and that's where you're going to reside?
Listen, for right now, I'm like MMA Pro League all the way. So whatever they want, they got first dibs on me. They treated me really well. They paid me very well. Overall, everything I loved about them, like I saw the show and I was able to I really liked the product and the camera work. They just did a really good job and they really treated me good. They treated me really good, like a family member almost, like food all the time throughout the week. It was just really easy for us fighters to focus on the fight. I was in the spa cutting my weight, no problem, just chilling. You know what I mean? In the jacuzzi. Right. They didn't have to worry about anything, and it was all because of them. Other organizations are dog shit. They don't want to pay for anything. So
I can say from our end too, man, they made it seamless. Like when we shot your guys' weigh-in video, they made sure you guys came up. You made sure you got your little off the scale interview. So definitely shout out to them, man. It was a great show, and I haven't talked to anybody yet that said they had an issue. Everything was flawless.
I think it was amazing. I think it's gonna keep growing, and God willing, it's gonna be a really big organization. It's really fun, like that. They have, obviously everyone knows that it's kind of like an idea, kind of like IFL was back in the day. But right. The IFL was really fun. I remember watching. I remember the IFL is on TV. It's Team New York versus whatever, and it was like, oh, this is cool. It's a fun idea, and the dual meet thing really brings back childhood memories from wrestling for me, especially. I hadn't been in that situation since I was I don't know, in high school, 05 or something like that. I was to stand next to a team. So it was really fun. And that's another thing. Team PA rocked, dude. Everyone on that team was on point. And everyone on that team, the thing about us in that locker room, I don't know if I was the crazy guy that unified it, but I felt like I was, because I was when I get there, I don't want people to be shy. I was I'm always a party, and I'm let's go. Let's kill these guys. Let's get to work. Let's go. And everybody just over the course of the week, even though I only hung out with them a few times, they were cool. I got to warm up a little bit with Zed in the back. I needed to warm up a little bit, you know what I mean? So everyone was just awesome. Rafael was a nice guy. Me and him talked. Andre was a beautiful guy.
Guys, it's your boy Nick from
Cody and me have some history with the wrestling. He knows a guy that I used to wrestle against in the national tournament. So it's just different, cool stuff. Everyone was really nice. And then, I got to meet Kevin Sears on the other side. He was a nice, awesome, big, jolly giant. And, Samir is the toughest, scariest guy I've ever seen. To me and my wife said that. I was that guy, I would not want to fight that kid. But
he's very humble though. It's so weird when you talk to him. Yeah. He doesn't trash talk,
no.
He was very cool.
Yeah, but he looked, I was dude, that guy, I would not mess with that guy. I was I don't know who's fighting that kid. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was a really fun time too. Besides that, it was fun.
Well, I'll tell you, man, the crowd was live. Everybody behind us from Media Row, they were insane. For your fight, for every fight, I think what you guys did, I know they have the team concept, but if the teams aren't right, it doesn't work. And I give credit to both teams. You guys showed up. You made it feel like you were watching the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It was perfect. And again, your fight, we could talk about it, but unfortunately it was pretty dominant. So, my hat's off to you. Yeah, hats off to Turple. He put in a good performance. And I know.
I give my hats off to that kid. That kid, my ankle right now, I couldn't walk for like a day. Like today was the first day I could move it around a little bit. He had me in an ankle lock, heel hook in the first round, like for about a minute.
For a long time. Yeah, and you guys kept rolling through it. I was watching that.
That ankle was pop, lock, and dropping it, dude. It was popping. And he looked up at me. We looked each other at the eyes at one point. We were like, holy shit. Like, I was like, I'm not going to tap. So I was like, you think you're tough. I'm like, I'm not going to tap to that shit. So
you're going to have to break it, bro. That's it.
We kept rolling. He was hats off to him, man. He brought a lot of fire.
Yeah, you guys were, and I know when they were talking fight of the night, again, there was a top three and your fight was in there. So everything you could have wanted out of the night. I mean, the fans loved you. They loved the fight. Possible fight of the night. So it's all good. Everything went perfect for you, for your team, considering you guys got the win. You know what I'm saying? So that's another bonus.
I just hopefully, like you said, we get I would love to fight for MMA Pro League sooner than later. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm going to dive deep into my training soon. Right now I'm going to work on my upper body while my ankles and stuff are healing a little bit, you know, the little sore or whatever's going on. But it's just normal crap after a fight, you know. I'm beat up. There was a war. He kicked my legs a lot. So I'm doing a bunch of push-ups and that type of stuff right now to get ready. And then we're going to get into winter season, and I'm hoping October. I want to fight for Halloween. I'm coming out. Special edition Halloween.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I want to come out hardcore. Like, you're going to get a serial killer, Joe. I'm going to go deep into like this dungeon of Florida where I could train year long when beautiful, sunny Florida, while these guys all around the rest of the United States get to suffer. So I'm happy I live in Florida because they get you guys get hit with the seasons. I feel bad. I love New Jersey, but you guys get cold up there. I get to chill. I'm training year long outside, by the beach, in the pool, swimming, no problem. So I'm ready, and watch out for me. If we get back on MMA Pro League, I want to take on the top 125ers. I know New York has a team, so I want to take out anybody from the Northeast just to stamp it right away. Like, I don't want any Northeast beef. Like, I don't want any East Coast beef. I want to just go up there and be like, I'm PA guy or whatever, and I want to take out New York, and I'll take out another New Jersey, like whoever they want to put in front of me at flyweight, and then whatever. But I really want to make a statement. I want my W's, and I really want to climb and see. My goal is to become a world champion. I was really seeking something. Like, I was looking for something for so long. Like, sometimes I'd be running and like I wouldn't have, like, I kind of feel like I was losing my mantra. Like I'm crazy. Like, I run and I'm screaming stuff and I'm singing stuff. Like, I say, like, I used to just say, stay champ, stay champ, stay champ when I was in height. From 15 to 18 or 19 years old, 4 years, I would say that every run. So nowadays, like, you know, I say things like I would, you know, say these kids' names or the weight to kind of give my mind, you know, that type of, army training. I go deep, full board into psycho training. But like, I was looking for something and this fight, I feel like I had a great performance, but I feel like I need to press the issue. I want to finish. So, this next fight, I'm hoping to reveal more of myself and bring that fire, and I want to finish submission or KO. Whoever's fighting me next, they better watch this video because they're gonna suffer. It's not gonna be nice.
Well, I'll say this. Hopefully it's on an MMA Pro League card because we're covering it, so you know we'll be there. Whatever you do in your training, doesn't matter what you yell, brother. If it works for you, which it is, go for it. Now, I don't want to keep you from the misses because that's a fight you cannot win. So if you have anybody you want to say thank you to, shout outs, whatever, it's all you, man. Go for it.
All right, so the MMA Talk Show with Mark Charles and Joe Marquise, they help me out so much. They're one of my sponsors. Jab Apparel, one of my newest sponsors. I met them over the weekend. These guys are great. They have awesome clothing, and it's going to be so nice to rock their clothes at these nearby events. You're going to see me soon rocking them all over Florida. Another new sponsor I have is ABC Prosthetics and Orthotics. They're located in Orlando, Florida, and my Monsters_SF Instagram. Check them out. I'm the whole effing show, Joe Penafiel. Check me out. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Nearly undefeated. Just keep an eye out for me, and I'm the best. Thank you so much. And I love Atlantic City. I love New Jersey, Pennsylvania, that whole area. I love you guys. Thanks so much for making me feel at home. Hard Rock Casino, you guys are awesome. Hani Darwish, I love you like a little brother. Thank you so much. Same thing, Mark Taffet. You're the man.
All right, Joe, thanks for coming on. I'm sure we'll talk again. As for me, everybody follow this guy. He's all over the place. And you can follow our page on all social media at Combat Insight.